First thing you want is a small water bottle, and add a little weight to it. And what we did was you use some gravel, and the gravel works really good because it really makes a nice sound on impact. If you we just put a guesstimated amount in there, but then we did weigh them just to see how much we were using, and it came out to about 50 ounces total of the bottle. And that's what when you throw your bottle, it's going to have it lean more towards a nose down attitude, which is what you want if you got a popper on it. Now to help ensure further that it lands on the nose at the angle you want, we're going to attach some of this. We found it kind of works better with about 3 to 4 ribbons on it. Very scientific. Now we're going to go into adding poppers to it. Now, one thing that we do, we add duct tape around the bottle neck here and the cap. And there's no exact way this needs to be done. It's just to help this cap from coming off after numerous impacts with the ground. And a note here, this is a trick. If you're going to use these snappers on it, you probably want a cap on your grenade to help prevent accidental explosions of your snapper that goes inside. And you want it snug enough that it will stay on there by itself. Now, this piece of pipe is some kind of conduit from Home Depot. I'm not exactly sure. I believe it's 1.25 inch pipe. You can buy it in different lengths. What you would probably want to do is take your bottle and go to Home Depot and just find a piece of pipe that it fits in. A little bit loose is okay because you can just add duct tape around it until it fits snug, so it will stay there when you carry it in your pouch or your kit or whatever. We're going to add the snapper. We use currently the monster snappers, monster pops. They seem to work pretty well, and before this is over we'll show you a trick to help make them work even better. But for right now, we're going to show you how we attach them. We tried first to just put them there like this and tape them, but it doesn't seem to impact that often. It will you get a dud. A small piece of wire here to the top of the cap, just a piece of wire, cut it to length so that it goes not beyond the edge, because that would interfere with putting your safety caps on if you do. So I'm just going to cut a little piece here, press the tape down in there just to kind of get a nice snug fit on that about in the middle of the cap. Specifics are not that important really. And again, this adds another layer of duct tape around that your cap may fit onto. It's getting snugger each time we add duct tape. Now with this done, I'm going to put another wrap just for the purpose of making my cap fit more snugly. No reason other than to make it fit snug on the bottle cap. Now I've got almost a perfect fit on there. It won't come off and shake it off, whatever. So you can carry it around your pack safely without worrying about it being detonated. Ready to throw it, pull your cap, throw it. Now I'm going to show you how to attach the snapper, because you got it cocked. Now we attach this a couple different ways. What we found to be the easiest and the fastest is just taking another strip of that cheap duct tape, tear it in half like that, and snugly attach the snapper. As you can see, the snapper's there. The cap should still fit on there. You can see it's in there. Pull it off, there it is. But we keep caps on them all the time just to keep accidental explosions from happening. Now sometimes if you want to carry it in your pouch, in a butt pouch or something like that, and you think when you reach in you might set that thing off with a finger going inside this cap, you could use just some of this clear, really strong packing tape. Press it down, then go around with your duct tape. on the cap just to hold that down so you can still see that your charge is in place, but you're not going to accidentally stick a finger in there as you go reach back to grab your grenade. The duct tape on this piece of pipe is only to help identify it when it's laying in the field after we're done playing, to help us find it, because this color really blends in with the environment and they're hard to find. And if I did use this as a protective cap, I would go around with another piece of duct tape just to keep me from sticking a finger in there. Let's go pop this. Let's go throw it and see what happens. This very one. Now, just for another tip, sometimes they'll blow the plug out on each end and they won't explode so loudly, but we found if we go around it with a little piece of duct tape, again the cheap duct tape, just like that. You probably want to cut it before you get it on there to avoid any inadvertent explosions, but if you wrap it like that with that duct tape to keep the plugs in, it will give you a louder snap, a louder bang, because there's more compression before it explodes. We won't do that in the house. They do throw a small spark when they explode. Be advised. So, for our very first game, when we used these homemade sound grenades, and we weren't really sure they would work or how successful they would be. Right off the bat, Mason was wearing his GoPro, and I happened to have a grenade. And within less than a minute into the game, I tossed a grenade where I thought I saw someone behind a barricade, and it just happened to be Mason wearing the GoPro, and the grenade went off as planned.
Oh, shit!
Well, Mason hasn't said much, so we're going to let him read the conclusion. Okay, take 2.